Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Is That a Read? It's the show where we do psychic readings on this week's hottest celebrity topics. I'm your girl, Victoria, the queen of all things tarot, and this is my awesome co host, Julian.
What's up, y'all? I'm here with my cards and ready to dig into these hot topics. What's going on, Victoria?
Lots of cool stuff, and we're excited to talk about it. So, you guys, don't forget, if you love our channel, don't forget to share it with a friend, leave a comment because we do respond, and subscribe to the channel so you're notified whenever we upload a new video. So the first topic on the docket, I'll let Julian introduce because this is one of his favorite people.
She is. I love me some Brit ever since college and high school. So Britney Spears is moving to Mexico, y'all. She is just over the paparazzi. She hates the way that they portray her. They say they make her look like Jason, like she has a Jason mask when they take photos of her. And we know she's had, a contentious relationship with the paparazzi. That's kind of what fueled her, her breakdown, when she shaved her head. So I think she's just had enough and she's going to Mexico. So that's kind of what's going on. She's doing something, that's purely Britney Spears, doing something a little off the cuff. She also did this on her birthday. She is actually turning 44, I think, but on Instagram, she said she was turning 5 and she starts preschool soon. So that's just Britney being Britney. And also, this was the day that she is actually finally divorced from Sam Ashgard. So she had a lot to celebrate. So I don't know if she was just feeling the excitement and she's all like, oh my God, let's celebrate and let's move to Mexico. But that's what she said. That's what she posted on Instagram. I don't know if she's there yet. We could look into the cards about that, if she's actually going or if she's there. But Victoria, what do you think about this story?
I mean, I think honestly, if Britney wants to be in Mexico, let Mexico deal with Britney. We've dealt with her for long enough. I mean, some news channels are saying that Britney is just talking shit. She hasn't moved. Alleged sources say she hasn't really actually moved, but they haven't revealed who this source is. So we don't know. We got to go with whatever Britney says she did. Britney might be at McDonald's and think she in Mexico. I don't know. This is Britney Spears, you guys. I don't love Britney. I don't dislike Britney. I think that, Britney is an artist. I enjoy her music back in the day. And now I wish her all the best. She's been through hell and she's still standing. So she's a strong woman. I mean, Britney's allegedly a strong Black woman at this point. She's really made it and she still got her money. Mm-hmm. I want to move to Mexico too, Britney. Do you have an extra room in that house? Because I'm tired as well. Paparazzi ain't taking pictures of me, but I still be looking like I got a Jason mask in every picture too. So I understand. Britney, all I can say is if I had the paparazzi following me, I would want to leave too. But at the end of the day, the way you look in the picture is on you. It ain't on the paparazzi. They got cameras. The camera got a lens, and you look with your eyes, and whatever the camera take pictures is what we see. So if you look like Jason, then you need to do makeup before you leave the house. Okay? And then you can save some money, and you ain't got to go all the way to Mexico. A little eyeshadow, a little rouge. Okay? We are getting up there in age. We need assistance. All right? I'm sorry that you saw your picture and realized what's really going on. But now that you know, transfer learning. All right. Glam. That's all you need, honey. You ain't got to go to Mexico if you get some glam. So, what do I want to know? Is Britney just talking shit or is she for real?
Okay.
And I want to know, because honestly, Britney is a pop culture icon, but she's not really putting out new stuff. Is there ever going to be a time when paparazzi is not going to be harassing her? Is she going to become irrelevant at some point and she can live her life?
Okay. I love Britney Spears. I agree with you about the makeup. She makes a lot of money. If she doesn't want to do her makeup, she could hire somebody like Britney. I love that she's unapologetic being herself. I follow her on Instagram. I see all her dance videos, and they're cool. But yeah, she could use a little like stuff going on here. But I want to know. Well, the other thing is like she's not the only one who's saying she's leaving the United States. I mean, we have Richard Gere, I think he moved, and we have Ellen DeGeneres who just moved. So I kind of want to know: is this a trend, or like just people with money and celebrities just planning on moving out of here? So I want to look into that. But also, you said something that I kind of want to know too: is she gonna make some new music? You know what I mean? Like he turns it out, and she actually makes really good hits. She's not the best singer, I will admit that, but I would love to hear a new Britney album.
Okay, so I'm gonna check into whether the paparazzi will eventually leave Britney alone.
Okay,
And which question you want to go into?
I'm gonna go into if she's gonna pump out new music, because maybe Mexico's what she needs to get some
Maybe.
inspiration. All right. Okay. So is Britney gonna create new music? I want to say yes. The reason why I'm actually using the Lenormand Oracle, but this is like a new one that I'm using, which is kind of like Japanese and cultural reference. So this is the child card right here, and then we do have the sorry here the clover. So the clover is about good luck, and child is about new. So I feel like inspiration is coming. I feel like it's been brewing for a while. We do have the letter and the man showing up. So this could be her lyrics and a man helping her with that. So that could be her producer helping her with creating some new music. Is it happening now? No, I feel like this is something that's coming up in the future. Why? Because we do have the scythe and then we do have the snake. So as we know, the scythe is cutting things off and the snake could be sneakiness and, you know, things that are kind of like taking from her and like kind of confusing her. So I feel like right now she's trying to simplify her life and like clear that stuff away so that she can actually focus on some music in the future. And then when that actually happens, we do have the key and the lotus. So I think the lotus in this deck represents the bouquet, which is about a gift, a blessing, a long-lasting blessing. So things are going to open up to her for this gift that she's going to give her fans, which would be another album or at least new music. I want to say if I'm like looking at these cards, if I could pull a timeline when this would actually happen, I want to say like it won't be for like till 2026. So she has a lot of like stuff that needs to happen before this could actually like fully form. So I'm excited. I hope y'all are excited too.
If Britney comes out with a new music, I definitely will listen. I'd be curious to see at this time in her life what kind of stuff that she would be creating. So I'm eager for it as well. Now, when it comes to paparazzi and having her a life where she's no longer relevant, no longer, being followed for photos, I do not see that coming in the near future for Britney. I see what Britney can do on her own end is, up her security, up her, her planning to make sure she can go places and do things where she's covered. People aren't knowing where she's going to go, coming in through different entrances, because people like Beyonce do that. Mm-hmm. They have a whole team and that's their job. Mm-hmm. And so she could do that. But the reality is what I'm seeing here is like, if there was a lag in this attention she gets, she would just do something new to draw more attention to herself. And so it's like a double-edged sword because part of her doesn't want the attention, but part of her really likes it. And I think, like you mentioned, Juliet, I do see like a forthcoming new venture that's going to bring in more money for Britney. And so with that happening, like she's not going to disappear from the limelight. She's going to, if anything, resurge. So the cards that I have to back that up is the Chariot. Now you can see this guy's moving forward, but look at the horses. He's got one white horse, one black horse, and they look like they're trying to go in different directions. So it's like she's wanting to move on, but like, is she really? Like, because her mind is split, about this thing. And then, the reason I said she could do things to like conceal her movements a little bit better is because this guy, he's doing what he needs to do. He's actually a singer as well. He's got his harp. But he's got these curtains covering him on both sides and in the back. So he's concealing his movements. And so that's a tip for Britney. You could do work on your end, Britney, as well. Okay. And then the fool. This is like if things move away and she's not getting the attention anymore, okay, she's going to want to restart it over. The fool is about new beginnings, starting from zero. So it's like she's going to do something new to just bring it in. And then the new, what is it? It's something that's going to bring in money, financial gain. So, and that's going to bring attention again. So Britney will always be relevant, or at least in the near future, it's definitely going to continually. She's going to see the paparazzi. So Britney, you just need to revamp your team if you really don't want it. But I guarantee you, when folks start following you, you're going to be like, So, okay. Cool beans. Well,
right.
Britney, enjoy your margaritas. And don't drive Mexican people too crazy because they're not playing with you like we playing with you. You're going to learn today.
Yeah.
All right, next story on the docket. If you guys haven't heard, allegedly you can get killed for doing a bad job. I didn't know that. So the CEO of UnitedHealthcare, his name is Brian Thompson, was murdered. It was an assassination. I'm talking about like we're living in modern day movies. The guy got out in an all black outfit with a gun with a silencer and on the middle of the street just shot this Brian Thompson in the back of the head. And authorities are trying to locate the perpetrator. They have like street camera video of him. He was wearing a hood, slightly concealed face, but they do have an image of his face that they're putting out. The public is very much like, none of my business because I don't give a fuck. They're not helping. They, at the end of the day, the bullet that killed the CEO of UnitedHealthcare had an inscription on the shell casing that said delay, deny, defend. Now, the shell casing, that was like, I want you to know why I did this. Delay, deny, defend is what people accuse the insurance companies of doing when they're denying these healthcare claims that ruin people's lives, that prevent them from getting necessary care that sometimes are responsible for killing, for people dying because they can't get the care they need, for losing their homes because of the debt that they're in, because of medical bills. So the public, when the Instagram and social media posts went out that this man was killed, the laughing emoji was the overall response. Laughing emoji. I mean, I didn't laugh, but I ain't cry either. I think that this speaks to a larger understanding of what's happening in America. Like, this is the beginning of a revolution. All y'all powerful people better take note of what you're doing. Because you don't want to be on the front of a t-shirt like Brian Thompson. And more importantly, when you die, ain't nobody gonna make no t-shirt for you. So sorry. Julian?
Yeah.
About all this.
Well, I don't condone killing, but I understand why it happened. You know what I mean? I understand what kind of point this suspect was going to make. Like, the public gets it too. Like, there are people boycotting the hotel that the CEO was staying in solidarity with the suspect. Like, so people are feeling something from this. So I want to know, is this going to create the change that this suspect was trying to do, which was to have people be aware and maybe do things a little bit differently, not just from us, the regular people, but also with the company, like making changes, you know what I mean? Because under the CEO, they made like, I think 281 billion one year, and then they went from profit 16 billion. I mean, they went from 12 billion to 16 billion profit under the CEO. So like, that profit is coming from people who are sick and they need to pay their bills and like all this other stuff. And who knows how many of that's from like, I don't know, from like late fees and payments and stuff like that. So they're taking from people who actually, you know, need care, and like maybe they're delaying things to make it harder on these people so that they can make more money off of collecting that, you know, their premiums and stuff like this. So what I want to know is this going to actually create change on the healthcare system? So that's where I'm going with this. What do you want to know, Victoria?
Are they gonna catch this man?
Okay.
I want to know if they're gonna catch him. I love how they put like the description. He's a light-skinned individual. Now Chewy, get over here with the people of color. Okay, he is a bright-skinned individual, but he ain't no light-skinned individual. I know what light-skin means. Don't try it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that was Cody. All right, it was Jason. It wasn't no Juan. Okay, it wasn't no Juan. So y'all better roll it back with the light skin. That's not what we doing right now.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't Juan or the other Juan.
No, it was not. None of us. None of us. So y'all play us like that.
All right. I'm gonna answer my question. You're gonna answer that question, Victoria?
If they're gonna catch him.
Yeah, because they haven't even released his identity yet. I don't even know if they know, but they haven't done anything about that. And you know what? He also walked away. That's what they said. Like, he did it and then he walked away. He wasn't even stressed.
I mean, it's just like a movie. I mean, at the end of the day, people love stuff like this. This is America. This is our culture. If we want something, we take it. If we got a problem, we use force.
Mm-hmm.
That's our military strategy. We just go over there and we don't like what you're doing. We go over there and kill everybody. So now we're doing it in America. It's kind of just the culture. And so, and I'm not gonna lie, like, even though the gun jam, you know, little snafu, you know, he followed through. I just hope when I die, they're not like Victoria, accountant was killed. Like, don't put my job in. Okay, don't put my business out there. I am not just an accountant, but this man is just the CEO of UnitedHealthcare. So that tells you something too.
Right. All right. I pulled some cards. My question was like, is healthcare corporation going to change anything based on this? The book showed up. The book showed up, and then the mice showed up. So the mice take from you. They could be chatter in your head, and then the book is answers. So when I put these two together, what I'm getting is like, they're gonna give answers, but they're not really gonna give answers to problems that are actually gonna do anything. So it feels like it's very performative. You know what I mean? It's gonna be more for show. Then we have the sun and the snake. The snake is about healing, and then the sun is about success. So they are gonna paint it in a way that they are here for the people and they're doing the right things that they need to do to be accountable or to be more transparent, is what I'm seeing here. But look, this is representative of the best possible outcome with the people. The people are showing up as the woman. The woman is the receiving. That's why I was thinking of this as the people who are receiving healthcare, because the woman is about receptivity. And then we have the tree. I don't think people are going to buy it because the tree is being strong in their beliefs and like being rooted and grounded. So I feel like whatever this act of this bold statement that this suspect did, it is leaving a feeling that people are going to want to hold on to as far as like justice. And then what we're showing here is, in the not too distant future, they're just going to try to confuse the people, because this is the house right here, and then here's the clouds. This is the confusing like just how healthcare is right now. And like, wait, I don't understand, how is this working? Like, what is, like, they're just going to make things a little bit even more like convoluted, where you can't really understand. You just have to take the word for it, unless you want to read like a 200-page like docket, you know, about what's actually happening, and you have to decipher it. So everybody, just keep holding tight, do what you need to do to move forward in this. But I want to say, I don't see change happening in the real sense anytime soon with the corporation.
Okay. Well, are they going to catch this guy? Yeah, eventually they are going to catch him. It looks like it's going to be linked to either a family member or like a friend or a colleague from childhood or like someone they went to school with that recognizes who it is. Um, the cards that are backing this up is the Empress, which is a mother figure. Um, a mother figure in place, and then we got the Wheel of Fortune, which is basically like a change in the trajectory of the way things are going. So right now, the way things are going is the public has his back. They're like, no, nobody, nobody's gonna say anything. We're gonna protect this man at all costs. But this is a change. So his luck is gonna change, and I'm not sure why it's gonna change. If they're gonna put pressure on his family or if something else is gonna come out. But the last card I got is the Six of Cups. That represents like someone from a past. It could even be someone from a past life, but in this case, I don't feel it's someone from a past life. I just think it's somebody, either a family member. It could also be like maybe this person has mental health issues, and it could be a mother that's really concerned and is like, I need to get him off the street because now that he's got away with this one, he got a kill list.
Mm. Mm.
In my mind, I'm like, well, shit, let the boy work. Let the Lord's will be done. No. So, yeah, you guys, he may be apprehended in the coming years when people break down and decide they're going to cooperate. But that's what it looks like it's going to be. Family and or friends cooperating. So.
All right.
All righty. Moving right along. Last story of the day. Paris Jackson, Michael Jackson's daughter, his only daughter. She has announced that she is engaged. She's engaged to a music producer. His name is Justin Long. He seems like he's a good guy, and I know this because there's no background information on this man. I tried to research and find out even how old he is. I don't know how old he is. I mean, his hair is still blonde, but he could be dyeing it. I do know that he used to work in like as a marketing director, and then he moved back into music. He's created his own app called Daily. He seems to be a jack of all trades. He's only got 2,000 followers on Instagram, so he's not like super famous, which is kind of nice. Like, she's picking a regular person. Paris is a model, actress, singer. She got daddy money. Okay. Yes. So I am curious to see, like, is this a win? I mean, a win is a win. Like, is Paris good in love? Does she have good taste? Or is she about to fuck up and find out? I don't know. I want to know. I mean, the Jackson family is tight-lipped. They ain't saying nothing about it. I want to hear what LaToya got to say about it. LaToya gonna spill the tea. We ain't got LaToya, so we're gonna have to check the cards. What do you think, Julian?
That's true. LaToya will tell you the tea. I love that. Yeah. I mean, I really do hope that this is, she had a hard life. She also lived in paparazzi like Britney, but she seems to be pretty grounded. I was watching an interview where she said, like, she's happy with her own music, the way things are going. Her spiritual life is good. And, we love that. Like when, they're spiritual and they're trying to do all the things to feel good and be connected. So for me is like, I want to know the quality of this guy. Like, I want to know if he is like in it for the right reasons, because he is a music producer and obviously she probably has connections. She has the money. So yeah, you want to see if this is gonna like be a win. I want to see if he's a good guy for her.
Okay.
All right.
Let's look into it.
Let's do it. Ooh, that never happens. All right. Here we go. Aw. Sorry, I do that a lot. Like when the cards are already looking good, and even before I finish, if they look good, like I kind of already feel it. It's so interesting. Like, I do feel like the coffin showed up, which is right here. And then we have sorry, I don't know where my thing is. And then we have the book. So the book is answers. The coffin is endings or transitions. I feel like he does feel like she's the one. Like he doesn't want to like look anymore. And that's kind of what this is showing. And then I can't make this up. We have the ring next to the lotus, which is the bouquet in this deck. So this is saying to me is the bouquet, you walk down the aisle with a bouquet, and the ring, obviously a wedding. So it's almost like, yeah, he's in it for this long haul of a wedding, and he has the right intentions. That's the kind of guy that he is. The thing is, that's a little, actually, sorry, the lotus. Yeah, no, that's fine. The other thing that showed up is we do have the key and the confusion card, the clouds. So I do feel like he likes being the regular guy, and he's a little apprehensive about maybe the level of stardom that he might get from this, or like not stardom, but like eyeballs on him. You know what I mean? And that's probably why he likes being a music producer, because he's a little bit behind the scenes a little bit and not fully forward facing. But then we have here, this is something, even though the rod and the bouquet showed up, the rod could be not arguments, but repetition. He's going to slowly, through this marriage, to learn how to live in the limelight a little bit. And I feel like that's part of their lessons as a couple. You know what I mean? That balance that they're going to have. I think he brings her groundedness, and then she is going to kind of like raise him up out of his shell, even though it looks like he does a lot of things, but like really own it and own these things. So there is a connection, a lesson in these two people coming together. So I think it looks good. It looks good as far as his intentions.
Well, good for them. Good news. As far as if the relationship in this engagement is a good idea, and if it's a win for Paris, I think, yeah. Paris actually really is a lovey-dovey person. She wants to find that true love, true romance situation. And this relationship has the potential to have staying power. I'm also seeing pretty soon thereafter a child. So, and I think that's part of what's going on too. Like, she's ready to start a family, and I think they're going to get to it right away. So, I mean, am I excited that this is going to work out? Not really. I mean, I don't know. Like, we'll see. Like, the cards are giving me all the positive stuff, and I'm like, are you sure it's nothing else in here? And they're like, no, we don't see nothing. Okay, well, I guess I'll believe true love exists. I guess. So the cards that I have to back this up is the Queen of Cups. This represents Paris. It's a loving card. It's somebody that's in touch with their emotions and someone that is balanced in a loving way. And when I ask this in a love reading, like, it brings up someone that is ready for love. And then we've got the Ten of Pentacles. This is like positive, having everything you want, having stability, and having lasting family legacy. So when I'm asking about a marriage situation and I get this, the potential is great that this is going to succeed. And then finally, the Sun card. This is a child. This is a new beginning. And there is a baby riding a pony. So the intention here is to start a family. Like, all of this looks good. I don't even know if this kind of love exists. So I don't know. I mean, are y'all lying? Like, this is what the cards say. So good luck to them. Like, I guess they don't need it. All right, good for you, Paris. Like, you deserve it. You've been through hell, so it's good that positive things are happening for you, girl.
Go ahead, Paris.
The CEO of the UnitedHealthcare is looking up at her. I'm like, congratulations, honey. All right. And
you know what I wish we asked, but it could be another time. How does Michael feel about this? Michael
he probably is so happy.
Right.
He probably is so full right now, knowing that she's found love and she's got somebody that's gonna care for her. Beautiful. Yeah. All right. If you guys enjoy our show, please share, give us a like. If you got any comments on all this stuff that's been going on this week, leave it. We read it. We respond. Share this with a friend and subscribe to our channel so you'll notified when we upload a video. And this part of the show is where we show our appreciation for you by giving you a reading for your upcoming week. I'm going to do love reading for the singles and the couples. I'm going to continue to use the Robin Wood Tarot deck this time around because the couples, y'all be getting the same reading every week.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all might need to cut it loose because y'all ain't progressing. I guess it's what happens when you get in a relationship. I mean, I don't know nothing about that. So, Julian, what are you reading from?
I'm going to read from the Sacred Symbols deck by Marcella Kroll. I'm going to pull maybe 1-2 cards, see what the energy looks like for the week, and then I'll use the Lenormand to kind of give you guidance on how to work with that energy.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. I really love this part of the show.
You do?
Give back, yeah. Let's see. 1, 2. Let's see what's going on, y'all. We have friendship, and we have Vesica Pisces. So give me a second because I haven't used this deck in a while. I want to look up Vesica Pisces just to make sure I understand what this card means. Psychic powers, vision, powerful dreaming. You got access to greater wisdom. It's a symbol of 2 intersecting circles, one of the most profound sacred geometry symbols of ancient and modern times. So, friendship and psychic abilities and connection. So I feel like what I'm getting from this is working on group manifestations and working with people and community to maybe envision the next coming year. That's kind of what I'm saying here. Like, let's work with our friends and let's get into it together so we have accountability for each other. But let me see what the cards, the Lenormand, have to say about this. How can we work with this? Yeah. Cool. So what we have here is we have the crossing, and the crossing means letting go. It is on your path. It's not something that you could skate away from and shy away from. So I feel like there's dreams, things that you might have that you want to take on, but you're scared because we have the scythe here, and this is about letting go and truly letting go. And maybe you're scared because you feel like you have to do it on your own. So incorporating friendships, people that you trust, letting them in on your manifestation, on your dreams, listening to them is going to anchor it because you're not doing it alone. And you'll be able to remember that you have people who got your back, who also believe in you, that you could actually do this. And when you do that, it ignites your heart and opens up your heart from being scared and opening up to that new beginning, that new thing. And actually also talking to them gives them permission to give you their positive and hopefully constructive feedback on how to move forward, because they are holding pieces that maybe you can't even see for yourself that are going to need to unlock to make that happen. And the reason why I'm saying that is the next thing that showed up is the child, and the child is about new beginnings and new perspectives. So working with friends and like visioning what your future is going to look like this week is going to open things up on these new perspectives to actually move forward and hopefully get you into actual, what's the word? Practical next steps to get there. You know what I mean? Let's break it into small steps, because it's those small steps that are going to create that bigger change to open up this dream. So that's what I got for y'all.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
All right. So singles and couples, what I'm saying for both of you guys are endings, honestly. Like endings. For singles, it's more of an ending of things that haven't really been working, like the worst is over. And a new change of luck, like a new opportunity for things to shift in a positive direction after, gaining the insight you needed to gain from the situation. So for singles, I've got the 10 of Swords. Look at him, stabbed, betrayed, difficulty, being overloaded. Like all of that the worst has happened and it's done. And so now it's only up from here. And then we've got the High Priestess, which is about secrets being revealed. And so it's like you learn something here. You learn what you need to learn. And so because you learn what you need to learn, we've got the 10, the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is all about shifting in luck. the universe coming in and saying, all right, let's move up the ladder now. You've had your downturn. Now we're going to take it into an upturn. So things are going to get better. And I've got 2 10s here. So 10 in numerology is not really a number. It's reduced down to 1. And so 1 is new beginnings. So it's like it's a new beginning. So if you're at the stage where something is coming to an end, understand that it's because something better is coming along. It's just a natural shift of things resolving themselves so that new things can come in. So relax. Go with it. It's for your greater good. For couples, what I'm getting is like, at first I got the 6 of Cups, which is kind of like, past relationships that delve into the past in some way. Either this is a past life person that you were with, someone from your past, or it could be a relationship bringing up things from your past to be dealt with. And so at first I was like, okay, like things are looking good. And then we've got the 5 of Pentacles and the Tower. When all of that's put together, it's kind of like difficulty that ultimately results in things breaking down because you've outgrown them. And so it's like realizing that you've outgrown it and it's taken away because now you've realized that. And it may be because of the holidays, because the 5 of Pentacles is like just not having enough of something. And so it could be not having enough energy, not having enough love. It could literally just be not having enough money, to get through. But this is also a good thing. So here's the 6 of Cups. Look at these little kids sharing a cup of love together. And this is like the past. This is childhood. This is your inner child. This is, being triggered. And then we've got the 5 of Pentacles, which is struggle. It's not having enough. Look, this guy's all tore up, and this woman, is begging. They outside of a church, which possibly they get some help, but they're outside. They're feeling left out. They're feeling, hurt. And then with all of this built up comes the Tower. Lightning strikes this really powerful tower, and everybody comes falling out to save their own lives. So it's like, it's got to go. The Tower seems like it's the structure that keeps you safe, but really it's the structure that keeps you trapped. And so the universe is stepping in and going, enough, because you're ready now. You're growing now. So this got to go. You got to move on. So it could be just moving on to a new way of seeing things. It could be literally moving on, and it makes sense because we're getting to the end of the year. People are taking stock. So some of y'all couples might be like, I've gone as far as I can go here, and I don't want to keep living in the past in this relationship. Either way, y'all are going to be just fine, because this is an indicator of moving forward to your highest good and getting out of situations that are not working. So go with it. If it needs to end, this is something that's going to happen without your help. So it's going to just happen. Roll with it. All righty.
All right.
Well, this was a fun show. We got to talk about love and murder and Britney Spears. It can't get any better than that. Julian, why don't you close us out?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with y'all this week, digging into the hot topics. We'll be back next week with more. So have a good week, and we'll see you next time. Bye.